So hello guys, good evening everyone, and welcome back guys again to Rio Academy classes. So I hope everyone is doing quite well guys. So today I have brought you once again with a new session guys on PGCET for MBA and MCA students, of course for KMAT 2. So as you can see guys, I'll be solving today trigonometry important questions. I've also uploaded my previous videos guys, so please do check those videos too. Today I've also uploaded part 4 video guys, okay, in the morning, and those questions are very important, and those are all previous year asked questions, okay. They are from your examinations, from PGCET MC examination especially, okay, and it also is important for NIMSET guys, okay, for national level examination. For that too, those questions are very important. So go through those questions and do comment in the comment section if you have any doubts or any modifications which you need. So fine guys, today before starting this session, as you all know, Rio Academy guys, we provide teaching services to all the competitive examinations. So sorry guys, we provide training services, educational training for all the competitive examinations. However, this session is for PGCET students. So all those students who are writing PGCET examinations, who want to complete their master's degree in MBA business administrations or in computer applications, if you want to avail a proper guidance guys and to avail a good rank and get a good future in return, so Rio Academy is the center guys that you need to join in. So as you all know guys, Dhruva 2.0, this is the batch that we have already started for PGCET students. Initially we had already launched the first batch guys, Dhruva 1.0, so which is already completed. We have almost covered about 90% of syllabus for those students, and students of Dhruva 1.0 can also avail Dhruva 2.0, okay. So they are attending the live classes guys. So as you can see, this is our team guys which will be conducting daily classes. So daily irtavre classes will start from 4 p.m. in the evening. Of course it is a mathematics class first, then tentatively all the other classes will be conducted up till 9 p.m. okay. Each and every class will be for a duration of 1 hour guys, and currently Riorians are watching me live on our app guys. So nonetheless, this is the team guys that will be teaching you. This is a highly experienced team. Rio sir is here himself, Ravi sir. So we have been teaching approximately for about past 15 years. Not me guys, of course, Mushtaq sir. So this is something about me. I'm an engineer guys by profession, and I'm a teacher by passion. So I've been in teaching services for past 6 years. I train students who are UPSC aspirants, KPSC aspirants, FDO, SDO, PDO, and all the other competitive examinations. Of course, PGCET 2 is one among them. Okay, so I'll be conducting mathematics class guys for all the MCA students, be it be according to syllabus prescribed by KEA, Karnataka Examination Authority, or the national examination NIMSET. Okay, so I'll conduct classes daily at 4 p.m. guys, okay, on our app. So daily 4 p.m. I'll be conducting the mathematics class live guys on a Rio Academy app, not on YouTube guys, okay. So these are just presentation of how we conduct our classes daily, okay. So where are the classes conducted, how to join in? See guys, the classes will be conducted on a Rio Academy app. We have our own app guys, so you need to download that app from a Google Play Store, the link to which has been provided in the description below, or you can contact us directly at the number that has been provided on your screen, okay. So do call us and clear your queries and doubt if you have any, okay. So you can also join our WhatsApp group guys, WhatsApp group, Telegram channel. The once again description has been updated with the details that you need to know, okay. So do join in fast. There will be uploading the dates, the PDF notes, and all the other informative data that students belonging to PGCET courses need, okay. So why you need to join us, that is an important question guys. Most of the students ask us why and what are the services that you provide us. So I'd like to mention this guys, that structured batch course, of course, as you can see, we'll be conducting classes daily guys. Daily 1 hour class for each and every subject will be live from 4 p.m. Of course, today this is the mathematics class which is also live on our app guys, Rio Academy. Okay, so the classes will be available recorded format. See guys, we know already that the PGCET students are working professionals. Okay, they are already doing their jobs, they have other personal works and all the professional data that they need to go through. So we realize that that you won't be having much of the time format. So in consideration with all the present students who are in our app, we have set up this time guys. Okay, so if you join in on live sessions, it is wonderful guys, that will be a great news. But if you can't join in for any other reasons, no problem, all the classes will be available to you in a recorded format. You can go through those classes not once, not twice, but as how much time you want. Okay, so it is just mentioned as unlimited time. And syllabus guys, one of the major question that students usually ask is covering of syllabus. Do you cover the syllabus on prescribed time? Yes, you don't have to worry about the syllabus guys. So previous year the toppers, the top 5 MCA PGCET toppers are from our institute guys, that is Rio Academy. And top 20 toppers in the field of MBA, that is for PGCET, are from our academy. Okay, so you can go through the data if you want. So we are very well experienced with the syllabus, and we are very well experienced with how to deal with the syllabus. We'll be providing of course the study material guys. Daily the worksheets that we carry out the work on are uploaded on app. Okay, and we'll also be providing you additional material like important questions and all the other data that is needed. And about the mock test guys, mock test is a really important factor if you want to clear out any of the competitive examinations, not just PGCET. So mock tests are really very important for our students, for our Eurians who are present, who are currently on our academy. So for them we are soon going to start up the mock test guys. Okay, after the completion of a syllabus, once the concepts are clear and once you are well versed and practice with the all the problems and the syllabus, will be providing you with the mock test. Okay, and amazing track records guys. So you know that Rio Academy, which is always a one step ahead of ourselves or yourself, you can call in. Okay, so there will be doubt clearing sessions guys. If you want, you can contact us personally. You can join us on WhatsApp or any other social media which is available. We'll be clearing all the doubts. Okay, so do join in fast guys, because your examinations are very near. I think within about 2 months, within 2 months, okay, you will be having your PGCET examinations, and that is the tentative date for the copies which are to be filled. Okay, I mean the what this is, yeah, the examination form guys. Okay, that will be provided at the end of August I guess. So in September you will be having examination. Okay, so don't waste your time guys. The time is very limited and the time is very precious. Okay, so do join in our academy and start your preparation well ahead. Okay, so why late guys, then come on and join us. Okay, that is what we have mentioned. Okay, so the timeline guys for admissions are going to close up soon. Okay, so the deadline is very near. Do join in fast. Okay, so before starting today guys, I'd like to say I've also uploaded the previous video part 4. Do check in, because I've solved some very important questions then. Okay, now we are going to deal with the questions currently which have been asked in your previous examination. Okay, so without wasting any time guys, let us just start with the questions. So this is the first question guys that I have mentioned on the screen. So I hope it is visible. So I have not mentioned the options for this guys. Okay, because purposely I want you to understand how you can solve it, because this is a problem that you can solve only with the help of concepts. I mean only with the help of substitution of the formulas. Okay, so look at the question guys, what they have suggested or what they have provided. In triangle A, B and C, A plus B plus C is pi. Show that tan of 2A plus tan of 2B plus tan of 2C is equals to tan of 2A into tan of 2B plus tan of 2C. So here guys is already mentioned that it is a triangle. Okay, in case of a triangle guys, angle A, suppose that is angle B, suppose that is the second angle, and angle C, suppose that is the third angle. So sum of all the three angles will give us pi. ಓಕೆ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ 180 ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್. ಓಕೆ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ರಿ ಆ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಮಗೆ 180 ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಸಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಕನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಗೈಸ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ a plus of b is equals to pi minus of c. Okay, we can write it like this. Now look at the question here, 2a, 2b and 2c, that is what he is asking. So it means that tan is the common function here, so clearly we need to apply the tan format here. Okay, applying the tan function on both the sides, tan of a plus b is equals to tan of pi minus of c. Okay, tan of pi minus of c. But once again in the question, if you just look in at the question, he is asking us the value of 2a. Okay, he is asking us the value of 2a, 2b and 2c. Now here a plus b is already written, so what we are going to do, we are going to multiply 2 on both these sides. Okay, here guys in this second step we can multiply 2 on both the sides. Okay, so this will turn out to be 2a plus of 2b, which is equals to 2 into pi minus of 2 into c. Okay, so now applying tan here, this will turn out to be in a different format. Okay, that can be written as tan of 2a plus of 2b, which is equals to, applying tan on both the sides, on LHS and on RHS, so tan of 2 pi minus of 2c. Okay, so now I think it is clearly visible here. We already have the formula of tan of a plus b guys. Tan a plus b formula ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಪು ನಾವು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡುವುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ tan of a plus b is given by tan of 2a plus of tan of 2b whole divided by 1 minus of tan of 2a into tan of 2b. Okay, and then on the right hand side, look here guys, tan of 2 pi minus of 2c. Okay, 2 pi means 360 degrees. Okay, so 360 degrees minus of c, that will give us the value in fourth quadrant. Correct already? 4 ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಒಂದು ರಫ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಲಿ. 360 ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 360 ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್. ಸೊ 360 ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಫ್ 2c ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ನಾವು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ 2c. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಗೈಸ್, tan ಈಸ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್. ಓಕೆ, tan ಈಸ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2 pi. Okay, 2 pi. In case of pi upon 2 guys, if our coefficient, in case of pi upon 2, if our coefficient is an odd number, then the trigonometric functions will change. Okay, it would have been changed to cot. Pi upon 2 ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನು ಕಾಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಿಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ರೀ, he has clearly mentioned us as 2 pi. Okay, so here in the case of pi, independent of the coefficient, let it be an even number or let it be an odd number, the trigonometric function will always remain to be same guys. Okay, the trigonometric function tan will remain tan itself. So the angle is 2c, tan of 2c, it is minus. Okay, negative format because it will lie in fourth quadrant. So in fourth quadrant the tan function will be negative guys. Okay, so now what you have to do, you have to just simplify it here. Okay, I can imagine that you already know the answer here just by looking at this step. So tan of 2a plus of tan of 2b, which is equals to minus of tan 2c into this entire format. We are going to cross multiply. Okay, so I am going to write it down directly. Minus of tan 2c multiplied with 1, it will jump out here. Okay, this function will jump out here on cross multiplication. So minus of tan of 2c and minus of minus, that will be plus tan of 2a into tan of 2b into tan of 2c. Okay, so now we are going to send this minus tan 2c to the left hand side. So tan of 2a plus of tan of 2b plus of tan of 2c, which is equals to the product tan of 2a into tan of 2b into tan of 2c. Okay, so this is what he has asked us in the question. Okay, in the question he had asked us to prove this value. ಈ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನನ್ನು ನೀವು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಪ್ರೂವ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಗೈಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಅ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, it is not going to consume this much amount of time guys. See, in the examination you have 1 mark question and 2 mark question. So first of all, they are never going to ask you the questions such as prove that. Okay, the questions of kind prove that are not included in 1 marks and 2 marks. It is only that in order to understand the concept, if you know this concept that we have solved, there are many questions which are tending to be asked on this concept. Okay, so I hope it is clear guys. So guys who are watching me on YouTube, okay, if you have any comments guys, do let us know, and like this video guys, because your liking is a motivation. Okay, so now let us consider the next question guys. So this next question is an important question, and this question has been asked in your previous examination. Okay, so I hope the question is clearly visible guys. So look at the question guys. So the general value of theta satisfying the equation as sin theta is equals to negative of 1 upon 2 and tan theta is equals to 1 upon root of 3. Okay, so see here guys, sin theta is equals to negative of 1 upon 2. We already know that guys, negative of 1 upon 2 is given by sine of pi upon 6, and that is in the negative format. Sin pi upon 6 is nothing but 30 degrees. So sin 30 is 1 upon 2. ನಮಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಲಿ ರೀ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಗೈಸ್. ಸಿ ಸೈನ್ ಆಫ್ pi divided by 6, that is nothing but 1 upon 2. So there are 2 conditions here that we can write in order to express this format. We can write in sine of pi plus of pi upon 6. Okay, or we can write in sine of 2 pi minus of pi upon 6. Okay, so these are the 2 conditions which satisfy this value. See, pi is nothing but 180 degrees. So 180 plus of pi upon 6, that is nothing but it will lie in the third quadrant guys. Okay, so this value will be mentioned in third quadrant, and in third quadrant guys sign is negative. So we'll get this value minus 1 upon 2. Okay, 1 upon 2. See here, pi, it is pi, so it will remain sine of pi upon 6, and that is negative sign because it is in the third quadrant. Okay, so minus 1 upon 2 will be our answer. And here too, in this condition too, sine of 2 pi, which is nothing but 360 degrees, I am writing this as 2 pi minus of pi upon 6 because we are to include the value in fourth quadrant. Okay, in third quadrant and in fourth quadrant, only in these 2 quadrants the sign value is negative. So I have written down the first value here which refers to the third quadrant. I have written down the second value here which refers to the fourth quadrant. We cannot write the values belonging to second quadrant guys, because then it will be positive, and that is not what we need. Okay, so this is minus of 1 upon 2 which is nothing but in the fourth quadrant. Okay, so now if you can see here, pi plus of pi upon 6, this value, okay, in simplified format we can write this to be sine of 7 pi upon 6. Okay, so this value is 6 into pi, 6 pi plus of pi, which is nothing but 7 pi divided by 6. And then next, the second value is sine of 6 into 2, that is 12 pi minus of pi, that is 11 pi divided by 6. Okay, so we have 2 values here, 2 values of the angle. The first value is 7 pi divided by 6, and the second value is 11 pi divided by 6. Okay, that will give us this same answer, that is nothing but minus of 1 divided by 2. Okay, so this is the first statement that has been mentioned in your question. Now look at the second value that he has provided us. The second value is tan theta which is equals to 1 divided by root 3. Okay, tan theta is equals to 1 divided by root 3. So now let us solve for that value. We'll consider that value. See here, tan of theta is equals to 1 divided by root 3. This is the value that he has mentioned. Okay, so now we can write this as tan of pi upon 6. Okay, because tan of 30 degrees is nothing but 1 divided by root 3. Okay, so this is the first value, guys, and we can also write it as tan of pi plus of pi upon 6. Okay, which is nothing but 1 upon root of 3. See here, tan pi upon 6, this is in the first quadrant, guys. Okay, in the question he has mentioned as the positive value. ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ 1 upon root 3 ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಸೈನ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್. So sine is negative only in in 2 quadrants, that is the third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Those values we have substituted. But here tan theta value is 1 upon root 3. He has mentioned it in a positive format. So only there are 2 quadrants where tan is positive. That is the first quadrant, which I mentioned the angle here, tan of pi divided by 6, and then it is the third quadrant. So pi is nothing but 180 plus of any angle that will lie in the third quadrant, guys. So the given value of tan is positive in third quadrant and in the first quadrant. Those two values I have already mentioned here. So now here the next step can be written as tan of pi upon 6 is equals to tan of, once again you have to take the LCM here so that we will be able to know the complete angle. 6 into pi, 6 pi plus of pi, that is nothing but 7 pi divided by 6, which is equals to 1 divided by root of 3. Okay, so now here, guys, tan value is positive 1 upon root 3 for 2 angles, that is 7 pi upon 6, and the another angle is pi divided by 6. And as given in the question, sine value 2 is negative of 1 upon 2. It satisfies this value at 2 angles. The first angle is 7 pi divided by 6 and the second angle is 11 pi divided by 6. Okay, and now here the common value that we have to find is this 7 pi divided by 6, that is the common value for sine, and 7 pi divided by 6, that is the common value for both tan and sine. Okay, so we have to identify the common angle here, and the common angle is 7 pi divided by 6. Okay, so now this angle 7 pi divided by 6 can be expressed as 2n pi plus of 7 pi divided by 6. Why can we express this in the format of 2n pi? Okay, ಯದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, if we apply this sine function here to this angle, okay, sine of 2n pi plus of 7 pi divided by 6. So 2 pi, that will give us the sine value, okay, sine function, because it is in the form of pi, and when the coefficient of pi, let it be odd or even, the trigonometric function will remain to be same. Okay, so sine will remain sine as it is. N, it can change. Okay, n can be 1, 2, 3 independently. Sine will remain sine here. So 2 pi plus of 7 pi divided by 6. Okay, so it will be satisfying our equation according to the given question. According to the given question, it will satisfy the value, okay, in case of sine. And then in case of tan 2, guys, we can also write it for the tan value, tan of 2n pi plus of 7 pi divided by 6. Okay, so that too will be satisfied, and that is nothing but the tan function. So I hope it is visible, guys. Okay, it is visible, yes. Okay, so 2n pi plus of 7 pi divided by 6, that is the angle that will be satisfied here, guys. Okay, so now look at the options. Let us look at the options that have been provided here. The first option, guys, it is n pi plus pi upon 6. Okay, pi upon 6, that is not our angle. Pi upon 6 is not our angle. Our angle is 7 pi divided by 6. Okay, our angle is 7 pi divided by 6, so it is not 7 pi, that is gone. But here in the second format it is 7 pi divided by 6, but minus 1 to the power of n, this format guys, exponential format, is not applicable here, because there is no element here that is in this form. Okay, so option number 2, that cannot be right. So the only two options are option number 3 and option number 4 which are available. Okay, so here it should have been plus or minus, okay, 2n pi plus or minus 7 pi divided by 6. It should have been in that format guys, because the question, the value of sign is in the negative format, minus of 1 upon 2. So if we consider 2n pi only plus value, it will lie in the first quadrant. So in first quadrant all the trigonometric functions will be positive, so it should have been plus and minus. They have not included the minus sign here, so it should have been 2n pi plus or minus of 7 pi divided by 6. Okay, 11 pi upon 6, that is not applicable here because tan value will not be satisfied. So the only available option here is guys option number 3, even though they have not mentioned the negative value. Okay, so ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಸೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದೇ ಆನ್ಸರನ್ನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅವರು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಯೋರ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಗೈಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಕೇಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 3 guys, that is your answer. I hope you are understanding guys. Okay, so those guys who are watching me on YouTube guys, okay guys watching me on YouTube, do like this video guys. So now let us look at the next question, one more question guys, so which is also important in terms of your PGCET examination. Okay, fine guys. So in all my previous classes guys, of course I'd like to inform you that there is one session, okay, I have not solved one of the question in my previous class. Okay, that was based on cos 1, cos 2, cos 3, something like that. Okay, the answer for that is very easy guys, it is 0, but there is a derivation that I'd like you to remember. It is an important derivation. It will be applicable in all your examination, not just in the entrance examination but also in your master study that will be doing further. Okay, so in part 4, that is the previous video guys, I have once again uploaded an important question there, that is tan, on the basis of tan. Okay, I have provided you some short trick there. Actually it is not a trick, so it is just an fast format. Okay, just like you say fast forward format, it is a fast forward format as to how to deal with those kind of questions. Okay, so do check in those videos too. Okay, so fine guys, I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to teach you. Okay, so most of the students ask us, sir, whether the classes will be conducted in English or in Kannada. See guys, I'd like to inform you, see most of the students they are from outside of the states too. Okay, and more of all your examination will be in English itself. Okay, so I think it is comparatively easier and it will be healthier if we speak in English or communicate or teach you the classes in English. But then again, if you feel that you are not understanding, please do let us know. We'll teach you in Kannada language too, or in Punjabi, or in Telugu, or in Tamil. Of course it is a different case that I don't know all those languages, but I'll try my best. Okay, so fine guys, now let us look at the next question. So this question too, once again guys, has been asked in your previous year's question papers. Okay, so if cos of theta guys, I hope the question is visible. So if cos of theta is nothing but 4 upon 5, and then cos of phi is nothing but 12 divided by 13. Okay, where theta and phi both lie in 4th quadrant or quadrant 4, then cos of theta plus of phi is what? Okay, so see here guys, this is a very important and an easy question. See, cos theta value we already know, just a rough format of the triangle. Suppose this is the triangle that we are considering and this is the angle theta. So now we already know guys the value of cos, which is nothing but adjacent or the base, and according to the given format it is 4 divided by the longest side or the hypotenuse, which is nothing but 5. So we already know the Pythagorean triplets guys, that is 3, 4, 5. Okay, there are certain values which form Pythagorean triplets. Okay, those are the standard values, so I hope you know that. But if you don't know, not a problem guys, we have this identity here. Sin square theta is equals to 1 minus of cos square theta. Okay, this is an identity of sine and cos. So with the help of this identity, we can very easily find out the value of the remaining angle, the remaining side of the triangle. Okay, so I am going to apply this formula for the cos format, because we already know these are Pythagorean triplets. So sine square of 5 is equals to 1 minus of cos square of 5, which is equals to 1 minus of cos phi. It has been mentioned here, guys, that is 12 divided by 13. So it is a square format here. So 12 square, which is nothing but 144, divided by 13 square, that is nothing but 169. Okay, do remember the square values, guys, because it will be helpful. So now we have to simplify. See, 169 minus of 144, that will give us 25 divided by 169. So the next step, guys, I'll write it down here. So the next step, sine phi will be given by root value of 25 divided by 169. So root of 25 is nothing but 5, and root of 169, guys, that is nothing but 13. Okay, so the value of sine phi is 5 divided by 13. So suppose if you pose on a triangle here, another triangle for an angle phi, opposite side, which is nothing but 5 divided by hypotenuse, that is nothing but 13, and 12, that is the adjacent value which has been mentioned. Okay, so these are the two triangles that you have been provided with. And one more important thing here, guys, please note down here that this lies in the fourth quadrant. So in fourth quadrant, guys, the value of sine is negative. So the value of sine phi that we have got is 5 divided by 13, and this value of sine theta, from here we can write it as 3 divided by 5, of course, but in the negative format. Okay, so now let us note down the values here. Sine of theta is nothing but 3 divided by 5, which is negative, because in fourth quadrant sine function will be negative. And then the value of sine phi, guys, which has been mentioned as 5 divided by 13 according to our explanation and simplification, and which is once again in the negative format, because the fourth quadrant the value of sine 2 will be negative, guys. Okay, so now he is asking us in the question cos of theta plus of phi. In the question he is asking us the simplified form of cos of theta plus of phi. So don't you think this is in the form of cos a plus b? Okay, we already know the formula for that, guys. Cos of theta into cos of 5 minus of sine of theta into sine of phi. Okay, cos a into cos b minus sine a into sine b. We know the value of cos theta, which has been mentioned in the question. So let us just look at the values. So I don't think it is 4 upon 5. Cos theta value, guys, is 4 upon 5, because 3, 4 and 5, they form Pythagorean triplets. So cos phi value has been mentioned as 12 divided by 13 in our question. Okay, 12 divided by 13, yes, 4 upon 5 and 12 divided by 13, minus of sine theta, guys, which is nothing but, as we have found it out, minus of 3 divided by 5, and then sine phi value, guys, is nothing but negative of 5 divided by 13. Okay, so simplification, phi and phi, they both get cancelled out, or don't cancel it out, because the LCM here will be same, guys, 5 and 13. Okay, then it will turn out to be 13 into 5, 65. 13 5s are 65, guys. So 65, that will be the LCM. 12 4s are 48, and minus of minus will turn out to be plus, plus of minus will turn out to be minus. So 48 minus of 15 with divided by 65. So 48 minus of 15, guys, that will give us 33 divided by 65. Okay, so 48 minus of 15, guys, that we have derived to be 33 divided by 65. Okay, so I hope you are understanding, guys. So guys watching me on YouTube especially, I hope it is clear, guys. Okay, so 33 divided by 65, guys, that is the answer. So in the options, look at the options. Option number A, guys. option number A, that is our answer. Okay, so whenever solving any question guys, please initially look at your options as to what they are asking, because most of the students, they just keep on solving it without looking at the options, and they do get the answer in the end, but they waste their time. Okay, if you don't look at the options, then and now you have to look at the options, or you need to have those options in your mind just to know that you are on the right track. Okay, you can save about at most 2 minutes of time, I think, which is very valuable in case of competitive examinations. Okay, I hope guys it is everything is clear and you are understanding. Okay, so do like this video guys. Those guys who are watching us on YouTube guys, let me inform you once again that Rio Academy has already started guys. Okay, we have already started the admissions. Okay, for the Growth 2.0 batch, admissions are still open guys, so fast agi join agi. Okay, the deadline is very close. Okay now, so Riorians who are watching me on live on app guys, okay, I'll be conducting the next class. Further more questions, we'll deal with them in our app. Okay, so thank you guys for joining me once again. See you again in the next class. Okay, so bye guys, have a great day.